You're listening to KEXP at 90.3 FM in Seattle, 92.7 FM in the Bay Area, and streaming worldwide at kexp.org and the wonderful KEXP mobile app. I'm Cheryl Waters. I'm here in the KEXP studios in Seattle, and I am so excited to have this artist with us today. It's Uwade. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to hear the songs from the new album, Florilegium.
Yes.
And you ready to go?
I'm ready, if you're ready.
I am.
Okay, great. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold my head in a pillow. Carry me to all my friends. You were never meant to see me this low. I was never told how to pretend.
You're listening to Uwade live on KEXP. That song, Call It a Draw, from the new album, Florilegium, came out 1 week ago today.
We're on the way past forever. Sometimes it seems so strange. Oh
You're listening to Uwade live on KEXP.
Throwing off every tether on my mind. Maybe I am the treasure I can't find. I can't go back. There's nothing there for me. Won't dig up old bones. I'm made to stand on solid stone. Run until you call me back. I gave you every light I had. Lost in translation, I've been pacing all of my problems. I've been facing, writing my pain. The tides erasing now. Cut my hair until I see the vision. Mama always said I never listen. Carrying the weight of premonitions. I'm running till you call me back. I can't keep going like that. Terrible timing to be leaving. You're only here because I'm grieving. Walking through days, no rhyme, no reason now. Hold my head, regain composure. Never younger, ever older. Wait it out till it blows over now. Lost in translation. I've been pacing, I've been facing.
Wow, that is absolutely gorgeous. Live on KEXP, it's Uwade, songs from the new album, Florilegium. I'm tempted to fill the silence, but it just sounds so beautiful after that song. The sounds of the tuning after the lull.
It's a new song.
The trance you just put us in.
Coming soon. It's called Tuning. For my next album live performance. Okay.
Talking up into the morning, dreaming of things that we wanted. These days I cry for flowers crushed in bloom, but I'll believe for you. Living through every moment, letting go all I've been holding on to. Portraits and terrible visions haunt me. When will you decide? Are you happy with your Will you sway with me when my voice gives up? When the Harmattan comes round, will they know us then? Will we be forgotten? Never mind, doesn't matter at all. When it's brighter and it's time to be, I feel lighter with no eyes on me. Look away now, I can't bear the weight. Oh, it's too late. Oh, will you sway with me when my voice gives out? When the Harmattan comes round, will they know us then? Will we be forgotten? Never mind, doesn't matter at all. Now the night has come. Oh, the mountains wait for dawn with me. Laugh until we cry, bathing in dust and light. I don't mind, I don't mind, I don't mind.
So wonderful. It's Uwade live on KEXP. Thank you for that. Incredible.
Thank you so much. Thank
That-
you.
That was amazing. I love hearing the new songs from Flora Legium performed live. I've been enjoying them for
Thank
such a long
you.
time.
Oh my gosh, I'm starstruck. It's an honor. Thank you.
Aw. Well, your new album, Flora Legium, it's just a gorgeous collection of songs, and it's rooted in your personal history. It touches on a variety of themes, and you've woven a lot of different sounds and styles in the record and included pieces of your life and family. Can you tell me a little bit about the inspiration, some of the inspirations for the record?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of pressure on the idea of a debut as a sort of introduction. And so I really wanted, instead of sort of picking a sound or picking an identity, I wanted the fullness of myself to enter into the record. And so I have some songs like Harmattan, inspired by some West African string instrumentation and percussion. Songs like Call It a Draw, sort of more electronic or dancey. And then other songs like The Place in the Sky and Lost in Translation that are much more meditative and inspired by, folk and R&B and things that I've listened to throughout the years.
And I know that parts are tied to your late father who's passed, and your mother appears on the record, and you also, as you said, in Harmattan, have a nod to your Nigerian roots. How has it felt to include so much of yourself and your personal history in the record?
It's really exciting because I think sometimes as a musician and as a person generally, you sort of only share certain parts of yourself with the people you interact with. And so it feels like kind of a sigh of relief to just put it all there, to pay homage to all the people I love, all the people who've inspired me, all the genres that have inspired me, and just like give each song as a flower to the person and the people who deserve them. So.
Well, you have such an enthralling voice, and every time I play you on the radio, I get a ton of emails. Who is this? Thank you for turning me on to my new favorite artist, and it's just been such an honor to introduce you to so many of our listeners. I first heard you in 2020 when you opened the Fleet Foxes album Shore, and I was so excited for a new record, and then I'm like, where's Robin? That's his entire first song is this gorgeous, new to me voice. I know you had been releasing a bunch of singles and a bunch of covers, but I had not yet discovered you, and that was such a beautiful introduction. It's just such a gorgeous voice. As I said, it really makes you stop and listen. And I know you've been singing since you were young in Lost in Translation. I could totally tell you had choir experience. And the opening track on your new album, Do You See the Light Around Me? It almost feels like an a cappella song. I know that towards the middle and end there's some, I think, drumming in there, but your voice is so front and center. Can you talk a little bit about when you discovered that you had a voice like that and decided you wanted to do something with it?
I think it was around, I remember distinctly in like 4th grade or so being in choir and really loving it. I hadn't really sung before then other than like in the car, and I was in choir class and I loved singing with people, and I also enjoyed like being able to manipulate my voice, because some of my friends were like, oh, I can't tell the difference between this and this. And I'm like, you don't hear it? You don't hear the sounds around all of it? And so after that, I just sort of kept singing and did a talent show in 5th grade and sang Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin. And that was the moment everything changed, honestly. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I would love to hear you sing that.
I have it on tape. I can send it to you.
Please do share that. Well, concurrent with your music, you're also on a compelling academic journey, and I know that you studied classics at Columbia and Oxford, and you're currently working on your PhD. I think I read at Stanford, here on the West Coast now.
Yes.
I mean, that sounds like a rigorous schedule, also stimulating and fulfilling, and I'm wondering how you puzzle it all together and fit in writing, recording, and touring around such a rigorous school schedule.
That's such a good question, because I don't know that I have an answer. This has sort of been a trial and error process, because I knew I wanted to do a PhD, I wanted to do further study, but then I also knew I wanted to release an album, and those two things don't necessarily go together, which means many of my friends and family and team have seen me have mild breakdowns, but all is well. And I think the key to balance is a sort of imbalance, in the sense of just doing what needs to be done when it needs to be done, and letting things fall, knowing when you don't have to do everything perfectly or reach every deadline. It's okay to fail sometimes. It's not failure. It's taking care of oneself.
Such a healthy attitude. And I've only just met you today, but you do seem to have a calmness and a peacefulness about you. And that comes out in the record too, I feel.
Yeah, I think so. I've been told I seem very calm and collected on the surface, which is really interesting, because inside I'm like, flapping around, like screaming. But it's nice that you don't see that. It's really encouraging. I can hopefully make you feel peaceful as well. So.
And there's no reason you can't do it all. Although I'm curious, what point in your life did you become so interested in the culture and history of Greece and Rome? And do you speak Latin?
Well, I don't speak it. I can read it. If you give me like 5 minutes in a dictionary, I could translate inscriptions and whatnot. But I think in in high school, I took Latin and I read the Aeneid. We were translating Virgil's Aeneid, and I got to book 4, which is the story of Dido and Aeneas. And I just was so taken by it. Like, in my 16-year-old heart, it was like the betrayal of Aeneas was the same thing that was happening to me when my crush didn't ask me to prom. It was that kind of situation. And so I loved that I could feel so close to people who had, nothing to do with me from thousands of years ago. And I just wanted to keep hearing how similar some of the ideas and the institutions that we share, how similar they were, how different they were. And I loved it. There's a lot of good stuff in Latin and Greek literature. So.
Almost endless.
Yeah.
Well, to me, the album Florilegium conjures these beautiful floral images, but it also can have a very literary meaning in addition to the literal floral sense. What does that title mean to you? Where did that come from for you?
I had a list of words that I liked, and a few years ago I would just, hear things and write them down. That could be a good song title. And that one stuck out to me because of the multiplicity of meanings that it has. I've always liked the idea of, not picking a lane, not picking, doing both and. And as much as that can be difficult sometimes, I appreciated that the word Florilegium really captures both this beautiful, natural, tangible thing, and then this idea of, flowers being ideas and flowers being the thoughts of people that we admire. So I just liked that it had multiple definitions, and I wanted people to be able to take what they wanted from that. So
I love that, and it sort of feels like it describes you as well in the journey that you're on.
Perhaps. I think it might, subconsciously. That's why I picked it.
Well, thank you for bringing these wonderful songs and this wonderful band to the KEXP studios. We have so enjoyed it today.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.
You're listening to Uwade live on KEXP. A big thank you to the artists in the band today, and a thank you to all of our listeners and viewers. You make these sessions possible. KEXP is listener-powered. You can make a gift and support anytime at kexp.org. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll let you know every time we launch an amazing new video like this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Uwade live on KEXP. Discover new music at listener-powered kexp.org.